Students, let's continue with atoms and molecules. Here in this chapter, till now we have discussed about matter, that is the very smallest particle of matter is called to be as atom, and molecules. And here molecules can be formed by the combination of various atoms of different element, or sometimes same elements may also form molecules. So here we have done the rules which we have to follow for the combination, that is called to be as law of chemical combination. And in this law of chemical combination we further have two more laws, that is law of constant proportion and law of conservation of mass. So today we have to continue with Dalton's atomic theory. As scientists came to know that everything which is present in our surrounding are called to be as matter, because most of the thing they have the tendency to occupy space and having some mass. In the ancient time also, people or the Indian philosopher like Maharshi Karna, they studied a number of religious book like Vedas, and they stated that the matter, it is whenever we are going to divide the matter, so the smallest particle of the matter which comes out, that is called to be as atom. Means atom is the smallest particle of the matter which cannot be divided further, that is given by Dalton. At that time they were knowing that atoms is the smallest particle which cannot be divided. Okay, and he has given some theories on the basis of this concept, that is, see here we have some theories, that is, or the feature. First is, every matter is made up of very small particles known as atoms. Second, atoms are the ultimate particle of matter and can't be further subdivided into smaller particles. That also I told you, that according to the Dalton, he said that whenever we are going to break any of the matter into small pieces, so the smallest or the last part of the matter which we can see, that is called to be as atom. It means now we are not able to divide it anymore. Third is that atom can neither be created nor be destroyed during a physical change or a chemical reaction. This also we have done in law of conservation of mass, that atom can never be created nor be destroyed, it simply transform from one form to another form. Means we are having various form of energy, kinetic energy we have, potential energy we have, mechanical energy we have, various form of energy we have. But here we are not going to generate energy, only we are transferring or transforming this energy from one form to another form. We are not going to generate it. Okay, so it means that whatever the thing we are getting nowadays, these are already existing, so nothing can be created or nothing can be destroyed, only the transformation of their form can take place. Fourth, all atoms of particular elements are identical in all respects. This means that they have same mass, size, and also have same chemical properties. According to the Dalton, he said that all the atom of same element, like if we are talking about the atoms of hydrogen, if we are taking two or three atoms of hydrogen, then according to him, he said that all the atoms of same element should have same size, same mass, and same chemical property. Okay, now next is, atoms of different element have different mass, size, and also chemical property. Next theory or next concept that he has given to us, that atoms of different element, like if we are comparing the properties of hydrogen and property of oxygen, so according to the Dalton, he said that atoms of different element differ with one another on the basis of their size, their properties, their masses, and everything. They differ with one another on the basis of their physical or chemical properties. Next, atoms are the smallest particle of matter which can take part in a chemical reaction. That is also correct, that atoms, because according to the Dalton, atom cannot be divided further, so atom is the only one which can take part in a chemical reaction. Next, that atoms of the same or different element combine in small whole number ratio to form molecules of a compound. Okay, this also we are going to discuss in law of multiple proportion that you will be getting in senior classes, in which it is said that whenever we are combining same element or different element, so we will get the simple whole number ratio to form a molecule. Like here we can take example of H2O. Like here the ratio is 2 is to 1. One more type of compound is formed by combining hydrogen and oxygen, that is H2O2. So here the ratio is 2 is to 2. It means if another type of molecule we are going to form by reacting hydrogen and oxygen, the ratio would be 2 is to 3 or 2 is to 4 and 2 is to 5. It means that whenever the combination of same element and different element takes place, then whatever the molecule or compound they are going to form, they are following the simple whole number ratios. Okay, so these are the postulates given by Dalton's atomic theory. So if it is asked what are the postulates of Dalton atomic theory, then you people have to write all these 7 points. Okay, next we have drawbacks. We know every theories have some of the drawback, and what do you mean by drawback, that you people have to know first. Like we are having many scientists, and these scientists, the work of the scientist is to propose their own theory, but because they have to face all the questions asked by different scientists on the basis of their law. So as Dalton proposed his theory, many of the scientists are there who start asking a question about their concept. Then he were failed to explain, and he was failed to explain many of the points that he has given. So what are the point that he could not explain, that is called to be as the limitation of the theory. Okay, first he said that all the matter is made up of the smallest particle called to be as atom. This is correct, that is proved, so this theory is accepted. But another one that he said that whenever we are breaking or splitting any of the matter, so the smallest particle comes as an atom, and this atom cannot be divided further. This he cannot be proved, because after that, after some time, many of other scientists came, they proved, and they were able to divide these atom into small pieces or small parts, and this subatomic particles of atom is called to be as electron, proton and neutrons, that we will be studying in next chapter. Okay, so this theory that Dalton said that atom cannot be divided further is totally wrong, is proved wrong. Next he said that all the atoms of same element have same atomic number, and they should have same atomic mass, but this also were proved wrong, because same element may also have different masses, that is called to be as isotopes. This also we will be discussing in next chapter, what do you mean by isotope. But the theory which were given by Dalton, that the atoms of same element may have same atomic number and same atomic masses, these also are proved wrong. Next, that atoms of element may have different element may have same mass, but he said that different element atoms of different element, they are having different masses, different physical property and different chemical property. But here he said they are having different mass. This also proved wrong, because many of the different elements are there which are having same masses, that is called to be as isobar. Okay, this isotope and isobar we are having in chapter number 4. Next, that atoms of different element may not always combine in simple whole number ratio to form molecules of a compound. As Dalton said that whenever two or more than two same element combine with one another, they always form a simple whole number ratio, but this is also proved wrong. Sometime it may not happen that they combine or form whole number ratio. So these are the drawbacks of Dalton's atomic theory, that he cannot prove, or limitations of Dalton's atomic theory, that he could unable to prove it. Okay, so Here, like we can take example for the simple whole number ratio, like if we are having C6H12 O20 O6, and that is glucose, and if we are taking some other form of glucose, that is the complex molecule, then it is C12H22O11. So here we are having combination of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, but the ratio is not whole number. Okay, so these are all about the Dalton's atomic theory, their limitations and drawback. This is very important. In means that it may be asked in your exam. That's why I will recommend you people to learn these all about. Okay, these all drawbacks, these all postulates. You people have to learn it and be prepared for the theory. So today we have this much only. With that, I am going to finish this one. In the next class we will have another topic. Thank you.